Well, hey there. Welcome back to another ARC episode. I don't have much time for an intro because I've been flying around most of the morning and finally found a worthy T-Rex to try to tame. So I'm going to try to lure him back to our cage, which should be over there, the one we used for the beaver and all that other stuff back in early game. That should still be there with a ramp on it, and I want to get this guy out of the wastelands here. So let's see if we can make him follow me. Yeah, he's got a good color. Hopefully I can keep that bred in, but I doubt it. If I get any worthwhile stat mutations, that color's not likely to stick around. Come on. Yes, we know you're tough. Yeah, get back here. I really should just be flying ahead and killing. I don't want to hit him. There we go. Alright. Now, I went ahead and tamed a few RGs and bred the crap out of them. Let me get ahead a little bit. Get this bear out of the way. And I'll show you some stats. Hopefully this guy will still be behind me. Yeah, you can see I same thing I did with the owls. Be out of here! No, don't get. I thought I was gonna get trapped underneath him. Come on, you had your taste. As long as you keep getting a little taste every now and then, you should still be happy enough to go on this little journey. Come on, come on. Anything ahead of us? No. Spawning seems real funky on single player. I know it has a different hibernation mode or stasis mode than a server would, so it doesn't necessarily hold on to. Say I went all the way over there and found a 150 Rex. I might not necessarily get back there and find it ever again because of the way the single player works, but ooh, get this guy out of the way. It seems like there's zones that are really populated and zones that don't have anything in them, and it's kind of weird. Yeah, you'll be fine. Come on. And before you even think about it, get a little healing on me. Alright. I hope I'm remembering the right hole here. Yeah. Stats don't look too bad. Ah, come on, man. So slow. Come on. Is this the right? I think it is. Alright, yeah. So as you can see, a bunch of mutations. I think I got a good health one, a couple of good weight ones, a good stamina one, and at least one melee one. By the time I bred all that in and worked on the colors, I wound up with too many mutations to continue. Alright, so if you come down here, oh, yep, take a little nip. Oh, come on, man. Okay, now are you interested again? Thank you. Pretty sure the... Yeah, there we go. Anything else? If there is, you're not going to have a good day. Alright, he's in, he's in. Get out. Can you jump? Can you step over too high a wall? I don't think you can, but I don't want to find out the hard way. Yeah, I think we should be okay. Come on, reload. Stay still. Ooh, it's my first time using this rifle on taming. You? Stop. Alright. Yeah, we just got this during the Gotcha Claws or Santa Claus, Raptor Claus event. Not too bad, 640. I will take it. All it really means is a few less darts, although darts are so easy to make at this point that it doesn't really matter. Just the part that matters is the time it's going to save. Take half the time to knock this guy out. The old gun would have done it just as fine. Just would have taken... Come on, stop moving. Just would have taken longer. Can I get a headshot? At all? Staged out. Fine. Right up the pooper. That's what you get. Are you running already? You can't be. Yeah, maybe you are. Can you not get headshots on Rexes? Ah. I guess not. That was right in his schnoz. Yeah, that was just a big whiff. That wasn't even your fault. That was mine. There we go. Alright. So it may not be the world's best tame. But it'll be pretty good. I like to drop a couple of stacks of raw meat on him, you know, just in case he runs out. He shouldn't. He should tame up pretty decently. But the cooked mutton should do fairly well. It's not going to be raw lamb chop. It's not going to be kibble, but you know, it's close. Yeah, minus the red belly. This is a beautiful, beautiful Rex. I like the olive green ones, and I like the white ones. So hopefully we can keep a little bit of green. Maybe we'll get lucky and not have a mutated weird purple thing by the end of it. Alright, and which one did he choose? Not that one. Okay, so 10%. That's not great. I think I might let him wake up. Yeah, I'm going to let him wake out and I'm going to knock him out again. And while he's waking back up, I'm going to go get some raw mutton. Because that sounds a whole lot better. Well, that did not take as long as I thought it was going to. So that's why I keep stimulant on my bird. Oh, by the way, I named him Toolbox because my RG, once I've gotten a well-bred one, is really a toolbox for me. Carry all sorts of different taming materials and extra clothes and extra tools, extra ammunition, alternatives for ammunition. If my guns break while I'm out and about, I got some crossbows and some arrows and stuff. It really is just a toolbox for me. and that can go bye-bye. So I'm gonna stick some of the stimulant up his butt and knock it back out. Alright, he's just about up. I should probably not be in here. Get our guns locked and loaded. Ended up having to go out and get another sheep because it took forever. A good 20 minutes of Netflix waiting for this thing to wake back up. Although on the plus side, when we knock it back down, it's already starved out. Hopefully. Now one of these, I do have a sheep back at the base. One of these days, I have to go over there, bring one back to the base, and just start breeding them. I don't know why I haven't done it yet, but I definitely need to put that on the to-do list. Makes life a whole lot easier. There we go. This might only take like a few minutes. I guess that's the plus side of having to do it this way, is it's still just the same amount of time. I was gonna have to let him starve out the first time I knocked him down. Now he's already starved out for this time. Let's hope I didn't give him too much stimulant and berries. I did go get some stim berries. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Right in the giblets. Once I get these guys bred up, there's a lot of possibilities. And honestly, I'm thinking one of the big possibilities is going to be... Ah, darn it. One of the big possibilities is going to be making a little Rex army, throwing it all in cryopods, and shipping them over to the island so that I can ascend. There we go. Because right now, I have element. I just don't have blueprints. Alright, yeah, you still are starved out. Let me get that gun out of my hand before I do something accidental and have to wait another 20 minutes for him to wake up. So let's see. You get all the mutton. Let's give you the mutton first. Oh, crap. That was fast. Did not expect it to go that fast. 224, it's almost a perfect tape. I wish that was a little higher. But I'll take those two. Weight, not too bad. Nobody cares about the other stats. Alright. I guess it's time to find him a girlfriend. And so it begins. These guys are going at it, and I'm probably going to be putting some time in, watching some Netflix, waiting for eggs to be collected, and checking stats over there, just like we did with the owls. And hopefully, eventually, we'll have ourselves a pretty decent statted Rex army, and we can do just about anything we want with that. Maybe go after a couple of titans, maybe go through the ice cave, maybe even go back to the island, kill some of the bosses there, get ascension, so that we can finally make some of the tech gear that we have element for. And we're back. And I watched a lot of TV. All of these. I bred up the Thylas. I bred, well, you already knew about the Uties. And the Velanosaurs. The Owls. Got the RG all bred up. And what I did was I named them. I've got some albino Rexes for my army. Their level's only 241, but level is very deceiving when it comes to the Dino armies. Because you can have a level 300 Dino, but have all the stats in oxygen and food. And, you know, that doesn't amount to anything. So these have pretty good stats, but not a high level. And I'm okay with that. These guys got up there. I got lucky with the rolls of the dice on the stats with these guys. The RGs, not too bad. And the Snow Owls, about the same as the Rexes, really. The Uties, I didn't have very good luck at all. I could probably breed them, like start them over again. Because I wish I'd held on to the original pair. But basically all I did was I kept a mom and a dad at max level of each color I wanted. That way I can come back, I can make one of whatever color I liked and whatever level I liked if I am willing to put in another half hour or longer to make them. I can also easily replace this Rex army just by, I can breed that guy and that guy. I can breed the three of them together, or I can do them two and those two, but you get the point. I also did keep some of the eggs, and you can start to see the reason that naming them and giving them like round 1, round 2, round 3, like usually a round is 1 or 2 stats that I got fully bred to a mother and a father so that I could then proceed to have babies and watch for further mutations. You know, in a week from now, I'm not going to remember which parrot was which, but I will if I can read it. So I might play around a little bit more with the Uties. I'm not sure yet. I got a crap load of Velanosaurus eggs from that army sitting out there and just collecting the eggs up. Oh, and I'm also carrying Wrigley. Let's see. Let's get him out. And while we're waiting for that cooldown, I'll go ahead and show off the ringleader of the Rexes. This is my main guy. This is the guy I'm going to ride. The Hulk. Love the colors. Was able to hold on to some of the green. And, yeah, I love that green belly. Just it kind of looks like it's glowing almost. And then, I have not pumped a single level into that. I mean, you saw what the mother and father were in the table over there, and on the eggs. So I haven't pumped any levels in this guy yet. I managed to get the health up to 15,000, almost 15,500, without having to pump a level. Stamina? I'll never run out of stamina on this Rex, because not like I'm going to be sprinting across the map with him. Weight 1360. That's pretty good. I mean that holds a pretty good amount, and it should go up fairly easily too. And then melee damage. That's the big one. I think it started out around 300 something. That was the main mutation that I chose through the whole process. And then I got, you know, some movement speed because, you know, if I'm going to spend the time breeding these guys, then I deserve a little bit of a reward for it. So I have the imprint modifier at 3, I think. It's default 1. I went to 3. So I guess 20% speed for each of those 3. And a little bit of extra stats for the imprinting. For, you know how many of these I had to kill because I didn't get the 100% imprint? Way too many. I mean, it wasn't so bad once I got the parents sorted out and all I had to do was wait for eggs to collect. But, you know, still. You put, like, a whole day into doing something. You want a little reward. But I thought I'd bring you out here and show you some of the mutations that I did not use. This guy, he's like, I haven't decided, is that a purple or like a navy blue? I don't know. But, he doesn't have the stats that that one has. Well, also, yeah, that's the imprinted stats. This one is closer to the non-imprinted stats. I think I got up to 10,000. And 1680 is... that is what the stamina got up to. The weight was... yeah, that seems right, 830. And I think I got one more... so I think I got one more into health and one more into melee damage. And that's the difference between this guy at 239 and that guy at 241. But look at that belly. Now I was thinking if I can breed that guy into that guy just for the colors alone, that could be pretty cool. Like navy blue with the bright purple belly. What are the ridge? What's the ridge on their back? Oh, still green. And then this guy. He's just got this bloody, like it looks like his whole back is bleeding right from the spine. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and you can see how this guy was a female from round 2 that beyond the round 2 stats had higher health. So that's kind of how I do it. Like I showed in the owl video. And this guy, yeah, she was the same thing. Why did I keep this one? Oh, okay, yeah. Because the like mossy belly, it's almost like he's ancient and he's growing moss on his belly. I thought that was kind of cool as an albino. And you know, if I could get the red onto his back, that could be pretty cool. I've also got some Thylacoleos to show off, because these guys are my favorite. I know they're not useful for, you know, all the caves, and I know they're not, you know, useful for the bosses or anything either, but they're great for getting around the map. I can get on this guy. I can pull out my gun. I can let her face tank while I'm sitting here, nice and safe and snug. I love it. And I named her Lil Girl after my my female cat, who's kind of a calico color. I love the green stripes on the back. You have no idea how much trouble I went through to get those stripes onto this cat without losing the stats. That was a trial. I must have spent an entire day watching TV and breeding these guys to get that exact combination to come out. And then little man, that is my male black cat, and you know, he's such a sweetheart that I had to give him something. I can't remember. I know I pumped some levels into this one. Can't remember if I pumped any into this guy, but I've got other ones at various levels here just because I wanted to hold on to the colors in case I want to come back later. Because I'm gonna take some of the dinos with me to other maps, and you know, I might want to leave Little Girl and Little Mang here and breed up new ones. So I can always take the mother and father, the high level mother and father, and stick them with any of these guys for a little while until I get the stats of the mother and father with the colors that I'm looking for, even if it takes me all afternoon. But that guy, you ain't gonna lose him. That's bright for a dark color. And this guy, you're not gonna lose him in the dark either. Yeah, I just thought some of these colors were pretty cool. This is actually the color combination that got me the green stripes. I had to get the green stripes off of this guy onto these guys, which was kind of rough. Because this guy was actually like all black. And when I initially bred this color in, it was like from a fresh tame that I had to go out, a third tame I had to go out and get to get that color. And it took a little bit to get that color with the Mama and Papa's stats. Yeah, I put some time in with this stuff. So now you've seen some of the mutations that I didn't use, and two of the Thylacoleos that I am going to use. You've seen the jokers that I might mate together. And toolbox. I've only got one of the birds out. I didn't really get very many colors. I got the different colors I got was the brown tips right there, and I also got some that were like more gray, almost all gray with different shades of gray, and I didn't care for that. I think this color is pretty sharp. The light orange stripes were actually on a gray bird as a mutation, as well as the green tips, I think, and I had to breed them into this like maroon color and the green head, and I think it worked out pretty well. I like that color a lot. But here's the moment y'all been waiting for. Here's my ringleader. There's my Yudi, who has got 50,000 health now. Pretty decent stamina, pretty decent weight, and ever continuing melee. This guy's gonna be a beast. And these guys, whom I haven't leveled at all yet. But I'm gonna get them up to probably 40, 45, 50,000 health. I guess it depends on how many points it takes to get to that, and then I'm going straight melee. They won't need stam because I won't be riding them. The weight won't matter because I ain't gonna be riding them. I mean, it'll matter if they eat too much and get weighed down, but it'll take quite a bit. We'd have to be out for quite a while for them to fill up with 1,360 pounds of meat. But that melee damage, that's what we're looking to get up. Most of these are 100%. If I got over 95%, I kept it. But I really like... Let me up. It took me a long time to get this. But I really like these albino guys. The white belly was actually on like a green dino. I had to get it over to the albino dino that I had, and then I had to get a white stripe along, or a lighter stripe along the back. I was going for pure albino with the green back ridge, and I managed to get it through sheer patience and you know, being entertained by the TV. Kind of turned my chair towards the TV with the desk off to my side and the keyboard on my lap, and just went to town. I think I made 20 of them. I've got more eggs in there too, so I can pop more out if I need to. But I think 20 is a good start because, you know, they're going to be tripping all over each other as it is. But 20 of those plus the Yudi plus my ringleader, that's a boss battle waiting to happen right there. Put this guy in auto courage, get up on my Rex. I think that's going to be a plan. These guys, I got them all up to 40,000 health, and they're all up to like about the same melee, about 1,081. Their stamina, who cares? Because I'm not riding them. Although I should probably hatch out one more and specialize it to be ridden, give it a name, that kind of thing. But they nerfed the crap out of these guys, so it's kind of like, what's the point? You know, yeah, I'm not gonna waste too much time unless they unnerf them a little bit. I'm not asking for a whole lot. I also bred up, not extensively. I was just looking for black pearl. Yeah, it took me one to get in here and get the magenta, But since they nerfed these guys as well, so you can't get anything better than an apprentice gotcha crystal, they're really just resources. So I can get gas balls and black pearls from that guy. Red sap, silica, silk. There's Greedy, who is our, I think, metal. And here's some of our Velonosaur mutations. Still haven't decided if I'm going to do anything with them or not. I still got those 150 wolves that we got super lucky on. I haven't bred them together yet. I did get one sheep back here. Not a high level, it doesn't have to be. But yeah, I think that catches you all the way up. I spent a ton of time on this breeding. Hours upon hours, days. During my vacation, during my time off for the holidays. Spent days watching TV and doing the eggs and checking the stats and killing them off, and if I got good stats, setting them aside, figuring out how to combine them and in what way to combine them. Let me see if I can. Yeah, there's some mutations mixed into here, and you can kind of see the progression. Went up. That was round 1. Then round 1 with a melee mutation and a health mutation. Yeah, and then a round 1 with a round 2, which meant both of these combined on one dino. Then round 2 for 2 of them. Mutation for melee. Mutation for health and the white belly that I told you about. Another health mutation. And then I managed to get them all combined. I'm not sure, I can't remember what the last one was. It was probably melee. But then on this side, pretty much the same thing. There was a health one, another melee, another health, melee. There might have been a stamina in there, but I don't think so. Another health. There's a weight one. But you kind of get the point. I ended up being able to hold on to some of the green color. I also ended up getting a third Rex in there to try to get better stats. And a third tamed Rex. And that wound up helping out with the stats a little bit too. These guys, I think they had a little bit of a different tree. But it's pretty close. Yeah, it's pretty close. They sprouted from more or less the same birthing pool. They were just kind of a branch on the tree. But yeah, you'd be surprised how much work all that takes if you've never done it before. But you'd also be surprised at how worth it is. I mean, I don't think there's anything near my base, because anything that comes near my dinos gets shot by Velonosaurs. But this Rex moves pretty quick. There we go. Let's see what he bites for. Excuse me. Nice. That's a lot of work into breeding, and that's a lot of work into the imprinting. Like I said, if it didn't hit over 95%, I took that gun and I killed him. I killed a lot. I got a bunch of prime meat cooked up because of it, and I was reusing the meat from the killed babies to feed the next round of babies. I don't know if that makes me a monster or not, but it is just a video game. And I'm a practical person. So, anyway, if you liked what you saw, learned a thing or two, if you want to start your own dino army, and you have some questions, or you have some tips that I may not know, that I might be doing wrong, you know, let me know down in the comments. But Like, comment, subscribe. Glad to hear from you. Appreciate any and all likes and subscribes. And until next episode, where we might be taking that army out. Hope everyone has a good night.